2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes a grab on the shot. Off to the races. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Tough run here. It's Coleman Williams. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Throwing Moore. Still looking to his right. Between the hashes, it's Moore. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Buying time to his right. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes a deep grab. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They're just marching in and already threatening in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Dante Moore. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Making the adjustment. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll try the counter. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give is to Williams. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Driven back.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Moore. The short hands. It's Johnson.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field like it threw.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on 1st down. It's 2nd in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this 3rd down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Powers through. Flying down the right side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll go play action with Moore. Out wide right, it's Davison. Could not make his way to the corner. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like, I'm thinking pass. I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football, I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
They get to him as he throws. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. In the gun on third down, Moore throwing right. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the Ducks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. It's inside. It's Davison. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Here's Moore to throw. Rush right in his face. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Wow, look at this. You can take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. Fourth down, Moore. Touchdown, Oregon! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They're all over it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Running inside, it's Davison. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing more. Left side, it's Davison. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. We were at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver going in motion. Right side, it's Simmons. At the 45, on his way. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him.
There he goes! Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Making the adjustment on the play. Dante Moore. Under pressure. He's going to take off. Got the first down himself. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Moore will throw. Rush is on. And he avoids the sack.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
2nd and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right down the middle. Finds his man. It's Davison. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Moore. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Davison. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Out wide left, it's Moore. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Quick give. It's Danzy. Turning it on. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest taking on the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Demon Deacons with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Here's Moore to throw.
That'll cap off the regular season with a mark of 7-5 and a shot at a bowl. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Moore to the air. Look out! Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Left side is Johnson. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And after that last completion left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down. How will they attack on second and short? Right side, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Again, it's Moore. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing, Moore. Out wide right, it's Davison. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Rush right in his face. Big guy smells it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Dante Moore. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Complete on the left to Williams. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
It's a seam wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're all over him, trying to buy time. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Great job by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Moore, the throw. And the timing just a hair off. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Changing the routes with his receivers. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Davison. Shakes off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Here's Moore to throw. Right side, it's Hooks. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Now from inside the red zone. Looking down the middle. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The run inside. It's Hill. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And now on second down for this offense. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more quarter to go and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll ride him again. They put the brakes on him.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Dumps it to the back. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the play?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. Fires to the wideout. At the 45 on his way. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Long way to go on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Straight ahead, it's Coleman Williams.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. On the move, trying to make magic with his feet. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Simmons. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. The fake wants to throw. Caught by Williams on the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fights off a defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to the run, it's Williams. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. His 17th touchdown of the season and 3rd of this game. On to attempt the try. Right down the boulevard. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time up.
He's loose on the left. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Throwing more. Under pressure. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Hits inside. It's Davison. Breaks into the open. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line. They keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Moving the pocket, it's Hammond. Rushes on, and it's a sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Out wide left, it's Danzy. Good, strong tackle. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. Second and third and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've had this drive absolutely gift-wrapped. How often do you looking for the end zone? He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. Swamped immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On the direct snap, it's Davison. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. They stretch this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Running inside, it's Coleman Williams. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both